Welcome. This lesson is just like the last two that we've had, where you're trying to find a value in a triangle. Now, be careful though, it's not asking for the actual angle measure like it has in the past two lessons. It's asking for the value of z. The angle measure is 19z, whatever z is. But we're actually want to know what that value of z is, which we don't know what 19z is. But we do know all three angles must add up to 180. So that's my recommendation again, is to always take the time to write out the simple equation of the three angles added together. So I've took that top angle of 40, I'm adding it to 83, and I'm going to add it to the third angle of whatever 19z is, and I'm going to set that equal to 180. And then I simplify this expression, right? 40 plus 83 is going to be 123 plus the 19z, whatever that is equal to the 180 minus off the 123 from both sides. So I'm minusing 123, minusing 123. That's a cool 3. That gives me a 19z equals 10 minus 3 is 7. I had to borrow from the 8. That's 7 minus 2 is 5. So it's 57. 57 divided by 19 is a value of 3. So I find out my z value is 3. And it's asking for the z value, not the value of the angle. The actual angle measure is 3 times 19, or it's this 57. So we found the total value of 19z, which is 57, the angle measure, but in it asks for the value of z. So now, these are going to get more and more variables, but it's no different. All you will do is take the time to quickly write down that equation. I'm going to write down 3v plus 4v plus 2v, and that better equal a sum of 180. Okay, they happen to all be like terms. They all have a variable v, so I'm going to add them up. 3 plus 4 plus 2 is going to be a 9v. 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. In case you I went a little fast there. Divide both sides by 9, and I find out the value of v is 20. 180 divided by 9 is 20. So I found my v value. Come over here and put in 20. So again, it's not asking for the angle measures. The angle measures, this would be 40, this would be 80, and this would be 60. And 40 plus 60 plus 80 is 180. So it works. Now, it's eventually going to get to somewhere there's pluses and minuses, like this one here, plus 6 minus 14. That's all right. We're still just going to quickly write that equation. I'm going to take that x minus 14, again, and it doesn't matter what order you add them in, by the way, but I'm taking the x minus 14, I'm adding it to the 2x, that's the other angle, one of the other angle measures, and then I'm adding it to this x plus 6 on the bottom, x plus 6, and all of that added together must equal 180. So now I just have this simple multi-step equation. I'm going to add like terms, so I'm going to add the x terms, that's this term, and this term. I'm just kind of highlighting them. Should maybe point it at them. Let's see, how do I, yeah. Anyway, so if I add x plus 2x plus 1 more x, that's going to be 4x. Then I'm going to combine these negative 14 and the positive 6. That's going to be a minus 8, negative 14 plus 6. Just watch your signs. That's where students make mistakes, is they mess up on their signs. Now I'm going to add 8 to both sides. Add 8 to both sides. I get 4x equals 188. And it's all right to have a number larger than 180, because I'm not saying the three angles add up to more than 180. I'm just saying that when I solve this expression, that happens to be a 188 when I bring that negative 8 over. Divide by 4, I get x is a value of, let's see, that's going to be 4, that's 16, That's 28. So 4 and 7. So 47 is my value of x. Now, if you really wanted to make sure, you could take the time to go 2 times 47 is, what's 2 times 47? It's 94, by the way. And then what's 47 minus 14? That's going to be 33. And, yep. And then what's 47 plus 6? 47 plus 6 is going to be 53. And then I'm going to see if those all add up to 180. And that's just a simple check. And they do, by the way. 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 4 is 10. That carries the 1. That's 10. Plus another 8 is 180. So it worked. So again, just be warned that all you got to do is combine these. And again, I highly recommend you take the time to write things down. Now, I don't mind you doing some things in your head. Like, for instance, here, I know that all 3 of these add up to 180, but I have a single p and a single p. What's p plus p? Well, that's 2p. So I'm doing that in my head. Then I have a positive 18, a positive 33, and a positive 101. Well, let's add those up. So 101 and 33 is going to be 134, and 134 plus the 18 is going to be 140, 152. Again, don't do too much in your head. If you can't keep track of the numbers, write it out all the way first. That equals 180. So all I did was I added my p's together, and I added the 18, the 33, and the 101. Now I'm going to minus the 152 from both sides. 152, that's a 1, not a 4, it's a 1, right? Minus 152, I get 2p is equal to 10 minus 2 is 8. I had to borrow from the 8, that's 7 minus 5 is 28. Divide by 2, and p is 14. Again, if you are unsure, you can always go back and check by plugging in a 14 for here, and adding 18, adding 33, and making sure all 3 add up to 180. If you have any questions, though, please bring them to class, and I will help you or clarify then.